defensive line's deep and developing the linebackers, but more athletic there. And I like the length of our secondary, especially at corner. It's getting better and better. So just want to see us get better each time we go out there.
What will that length at corner allow you to do that perhaps you haven't been able to do the last couple of years?
Hopefully they can't throw it over our head as much. That's the main thing. But, just the physicalness of those guys, and I'm really been proud of them because, neither one of them's had a lot of, experience here. I mean, T got a little bit in the summer, and the other one, Tony, came in, and he hadn't practiced at all here yet. So I think Jason's done a great job with them. They're still making some mistakes, but I'm really excited about the length we have out there because of the more physical play we can get out of.
You said they were a little bit over aggressive at times.
Yeah, I know they had the one down the sideline and they were changing coverages and got caught in between coverages with that. But it's great for us because this is spring football and we get a chance to learn from our mistakes and hopefully get them corrected. And we have a bunch of guys that are eager and they want to get better. I told them out there today, I said, I can't remember the last time we went out and don't get a turnover or, as many times as we jumped off sides, but those are all great learning opportunities for us.
What do you think about the middle linebacker position so far?
Yeah, I really like CJ coming there, and I think we'll do that by committee. We'll have a third down linebacker as well, but I like being able to move him up, but I'm not going to take him off the field from being a defensive end either. He's going to play defensive end, but he needs the reps right now to do it. He's doing a good job for us in there, and great leader, and they rally around him, so I like him doing that. And I think Christian and Tamari are getting better as well.
What do you think the biggest adjustment has been for Tony Bridges so far?
I think just learning the system and our terminology. He's one of those guys that's what do you call him, a gym rat. He wants to be around. He asks a million questions and wants to get better. And guys that are like that always get better. Yeah. So I think just having to learn the system.
With his length and that eagerness, what do you think his upside can be here?
Oh, I think it's unlimited. I mean, I don't want to put him out on a limb or anything like that, but I think he's got tremendous upside. And I'm not a predictor, so I don't know, but I think he'll do really well.
Other than that length, I guess, what does he bring in terms of his skill set to corner?
What I said a minute ago, physical. I mean, he'll knock your head off. And, Mike Hilton could do that, but he's 180 pounds and not as long. And I love Mike Hilton. I think he's one of the best players on our defense. But just having that length where they can't throw it to those big guys at times out there. And he's got unusual quickness for his size. So does T. So I think we're very fortunate to have both those guys here.
From a distance, when you lose two All-Americans in the secondary, you'd think that would be a position, a big question mark there. You feel like you're kind of picking up where you left off without Golson and Pruitt with guys like
I don't think you can ever say that when you lose, a guy had 10 interceptions and, a guy that was an All-American the year before that ran the defense back there for us. But I do think that we're in a position to move forward in a good direction, and I think they'll do really well next year, but we'll wait and see.
How is Trey doing it, running the defense like Cody did?
Been much more verbal. Communication skills have, I think, improved. Just because he's had to at that spot, we kind of make that spot do it. I asked Corey, who was coaching him that the other day, and he said, he's doing a great job. Trey's really smart, and so is Mike Hilton, so having those two guys back there shouldn't be an issue in communicating.
What have you thought about the other guys in that safety rotation, the guys behind Mike and
Yeah.
John?
I mean, you got Chief, who's, been a guy that we've been able to put in the game in a situation where we need him, and then C.J. Moore is playing rover for us as well, I think.
C.J. Moore
is playing rover, and, he gives us some speed out there, and I think he's coming along and going to be steady for us as a second teamer. And then I think C.J. Hampton's probably made as much improvement as anybody on the defense, and he's doing a great job of communicating. My biggest thing on him is he's tackling too low and he's going to hurt himself, so we've been on him about that, but he's played very, very physical and very smart this spring.
How do you see D.J. Jones fitting in the rotation on the D-line?
Yeah, I mean, kind of taking Brian Bennett's spot, and he can play both sides for us, both tackle and nose for us, so he'll get a lot of reps. And I don't know how much y'all have watched him yet, but he is very explosive for his size and very strong. And he's going to be a great player.
For those